In just a moment,
yes,
our Chinese food order is about ready. With the power of editing, we'll be there in a flash.
Yes, this episode...
Don't talk, I'm going to do the cut here.
The power of editing, you already said be there in a flash, so there you go. It's no problem. This is all just
this is our cold open now.
Okay. So we're still going to continue the intro when we get back.
Yes.
Okay.
We didn't have big box set DVDs. I paid $30 for 2 episodes of anime, and we liked it.
In 1969, the first man stepped on the moon.
Yes, that song, which I hate.
fake fan alert.
In Japan, it aired in 1992.
The biggest action show in 25 years.
A pitch to bring Sailor Moon to North America.
Known as Saban Moon.
Before I learned about Beautiful Joe and Henshin Agoto, baby.
No.
But I don't understand one thing.
The panty shot.
If you keep your grades on this thing's getting beautiful.
I like them thick, says Mitsuki. Shut the fuck up, she gets the holy grail. Okay, guys. What? You poor editor. Why don't you bring us in for episode 11, Kelly?
All right. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Pretty Guardian Podcast.
Hello, every honey.
Every honey out there.
All right,
This is not Cutie Honey. This is Pretty Guardian Podcast, where we're watching every episode of Sailor Moon. We're going through it. We're on episode 11 of the first season. So we're watching our Blu-rays. We're watching the Viz dub, the new dub, but you can also watch on Hulu.
I think it's the only place they're streaming right now.
Is it on Crunchyroll too?
They might be, I'm not sure. Possibly. And then you can watch dubbed or you can watch subbed. We're not gonna...
Yeah, we're watching the dub, but the sub is always great.
The reason why being we're taking notes while we watch, or making jokes, doing things like that.
It's easier for me to take notes so I can listen when I take notes. But
we've watched the entire series. Well, me, Kelly, and our guest have watched the entire series multiple times subbed.
Multiple times.
So I promise this is not a sub versus dub war.
No.
But
anyway, so we have with us, we have
I'm Harrison.
Harrison, of course.
Logan
is back.
Michael.
Heather here.
And our guest today is one of my good friends, is Amanda.
Hello.
And she is a big Sailor Moon fan, like myself. We actually met over Sailor Moon, and she can talk about her journey with Sailor Moon, how she got into the show, and et cetera, et cetera.
She's currently nervously eyeing the shot collar we have poised to prevent her from saying any spoilers.
I have been threatened with death if I spoil anything, so I'm trying very hard.
The 25-year-old show.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. 25-year-old show. I might lose a kidney. My gallbladder might be compromised, but we're gonna try.
I was going to say, for the viewers at home, Sailor Moon is not on Crunchyroll.
Okay.
It's just Sailor Moon Crystal and Sailor Moon are the movie, and that's
Really?
it.
They only have one movie on there?
Yeah, that's what it showed on there.
Weird.
Was that it was just one movie. So.
Well, it's all on... I know all the whole series is on Hulu.
But if you want to watch that movie,
I don't know if the
Crunchyroll
movies are on Hulu, honestly. I know the series is on Hulu, and Crystal's on Hulu, but I don't know about the movies. Anyways, we'll work the movies when we get there.
Yeah, Sailor Moon are the movie. Says it's 2 episodes, I guess, subbed and dubbed.
Yeah.
But
don't worry about
that's it. Yeah, that's all I was going to say.
Anyways,
Amanda.
take it back to Amanda.
Kelly, you definitely own the title of the biggest Sailor Moon nerd. She is a princess in and of herself, so she basically glorifies that crown. I'm not even going to come anywhere close to beating her at trivia. I'm gonna have to say that I've probably been a fan of Sailor Moon probably since the beginning. When did it come out? 19...
And are you talking about when it aired in the States?
When it first aired in the States.
95, I think was when it first
95,
aired.
I believe. 94,
Yeah.
95, yeah.
It wasn't too far from when it first came over, because I do remember getting off the bus probably right maybe at the end of grade school, right at the beginning of middle school, and sprinting up a 45-degree angle hill to make it to the TV before the actual episode started playing.
So that was on Toonami then?
I think so, the 4 o'clock time slot. I was literally booking it
It ran a little weird before. It would run early in the morning.
It ran wasn't on UPN or something at 6 o'clock in the morning on a Saturdays, and I would watch it then.
I'm not sure.
That was before they moved it to Toonami.
Yeah. I'm not sure if any of y'all did it when y'all were little. Like, if y'all, like, if it came on at, like, 6:30 in the morning, you, like, woke up early, snuck into the TV, turned it on, and, like, jammed the volume button to make it go all the way down.
That was me.
I know the practice, but not for that show. Yeah, same here. I know the practice.
My mom did not like the school district we were in. So when I was in grade school, we went to my grandparents' house and we lied and said we lived there. So we'd wake up at 5 a.m. to go to my grandparents' house, get in time for the bus. We'd get there. But she also had to go to work, so we'd get there early. And we would just watch TV then. So that's how I was able to watch Dragon Ball Z and Sailor Moon and Power Rangers and all that good stuff, because I was already up.
Yeah.
So, and then they didn't care. I actually have, we'll have to look at them one time, I have some Toonami tapes from back in the day, like recorded Toonami television, just hours of it.
Oh, yeah.
Some
Like
Yu
good
Yu
old
Hakusho and
school.
Sailor Moon and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Sailor Moon
thankfully,
on those too?
Not on that tape, but I got Sailor Moon on other tapes.
I would like to
Oh,
watch
I'm
one that
sure.
has Sailor Moon on it.
Yeah. Thankfully, my parents really didn't censor our TV. I mean, so long as it was, like, family friendly, they really didn't care much. But, of course, you know, I was a rebellious child and was like, I'm going to get up early and they'll never know. They probably knew.
Your mom just lay in bed like, dumbass, and rolling back over.
But no, but one of my most fondest memories of Sailor Moon is actually how me and Kelly met. That was sophomore year, one time at band camp.
Yeah, we're band nerds.
We were of the band nerd, you know, class. If we're gonna say that.
That's a good word.
That's a great word.
Anywho.
But yeah, so story goes, Kelly had just moved from Texas to Atlanta, and so band camp took place that first. It was in the middle of the summer, so
It was like a
school,
week before school started or something, a week or two.
about maybe I think. Yeah, a week or two.
Yeah.
And so she didn't know anybody. This was like sophomore grade. And so day 2 of band camp, you know, I'm on the way to the field, about to get ready, and I'm walking down this huge hill towards the field, and I walked past this girl. I didn't really look at her face because I was approaching from behind, but as I pass, I look down and I see those good old fashioned pixelated printouts
So pixelated.
that we were resorted to back during the Stone Age of fandom. And I realized it's the watercolor pictures of Sailor Moon. It was one of those drawings.
drawings.
Yeah, the manga style drawings. And I remember taking 2 steps, and I backtracked. I took 2 steps back, and I'm like, "You like Sailor Moon?" And I'm like, "I like Sailor Moon." And I'm like, "You're my best friend now." And that was pretty much it. We instantly were best friends. You had a bunch of manga during band camp too, so Rama 1/2.
I didn't know anybody, so I brought stuff to do.
So it's pretty much, that was the spark that kind of ignited it all. And 18 years later? I don't know.
We're old. We're old.
We're very old. But
17 years.
so. Yeah, so
That would have been 2003. I think.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
That's when I got brought into this lovely place.
oh, you were a twinkle in your father's eye. So we've been here for a while, and so I'm very fortunate to have.
And I remember that you had, I don't know how you can say how you acquired these. I'm not sure where you got these. Where did you get those VHS tapes?
Allison gave them to me. She was doing
she
a giant
had
purse.
Allison is the manga goddess, for those who don't know.
We might have her on an episode before. That could be fun to have her on at some point. Anyways,
so a little bit of backstory. Allison was the manga dealer of our high school. I kid you not. We literally either before school, after school, lunch breaks, whatever. We would go to her car and she would pop the trunk and open it, and there would be just a trunk load, literally, of manga.
those big long Tupperwares, they're just filled with manga.
And there was 2 or 3. There were 2 or 3 of them in her trunk.
I was
And-
in passing, I've heard Harrison describe that they're just between classes, just passing a book under
Oh,
each other.
oh, yes.
Amanda was absolutely part of the manga trade because
Oh, yeah.
we had Allison's trunk, and then after we got some money from like birthdays, gift cards, stuff like that, everyone would we would get together, and it'd be like an organization. It's like, I want to collect a series. Who is already collecting something? Because I'll collect something different. So us as a collective, as a group, can have multiple things. Kelly would have like Ranma 1/2. And I would have like Cardcaptor Sakura.
Tsubasa.
Yeah, so like
Yeah.
Tsubasa,
Yeah,
just
whatever.
God, like
anything and everything. We're running
Get
Kenshin.
backers,
like-
Inuyasha.
Inuyasha's, Yu Yu Hakusho,
Yeah,
all the beginnings.
Whenever a birthday rolled around, manga was $10. So when someone's birthday rolled around, everyone in the group would be like, "What series are they collecting?" Oh, I'll get them number 9. You get them 10. You get them 11.
It was a covert operation.
And it was
remember
funny
doing
because
that.
you
I
would
remember
like.
doing
Oh my god.
So say I got a new manga and I would read it and I'd give it to like Amanda next, and then she would pass it along to Harrison or whatever. She would pass. Then
It
he
was
would
a
pass it
chain.
along.
And then when
Y'all are
Amanda saw the
crazy.
source, let's say it's Allison, she'd be like, "Oh, I gave your manga to Kelly."
So it was like
Gave it to Harrison.
it was
That's where it is
impossible
right
to
now.
find your manga. Like,
I like to think she pulls out a business ledger.
No, that's how it was. It was like a legend of where
Old school. That's how it was. My backpack was always perpetually filled with manga.
Uh-huh.
But so that was Allison, but she was doing a big purge at the time, and I think we actually had class together, and she gave me a garbage bag full of stuff.
What was it,
It
like
was-
40 pounds? Okay, see,
Well, see, it was manga, it was VHS tapes, it was printouts, it was
Oh yeah,
it
just
was
anime crap.
everything. I mean, it was just everything. But the VHS tapes, I had the whole series or the whole season of Sailor Stars.
and that's the 5th season that never
We
aired in
can't
the
talk
U.S.
about it too much.
We're not going to
No.
talk about it too much, but that
No.
That's
season.
the forbidden season we've been talking
That
about.
season never
Yeah.
aired in the U.S.
see-
It was the first time when I borrowed her tapes
Yeah.
after she got them. That was the first time I'd ever gotten to see
Yeah.
that season.
what, so,
And I accidentally taped over a 10-second clip of the Karate Kid onto the VHS, and I remember screaming.
wait, what? Oh my god!
It was sitting in the VHS player,
my
and I hit
gosh.
the remote, and it started recording.
That is the greatest thing I think I've
These
ever heard.
ancient artifacts that we couldn't find anywhere in the States. It's like, oh no.
I eventually got my own like bootleg
Yeah, of
DVD
course.
copy. I like went on eBay, but like
But that
first
but that
time
this
with
was
your
like
tape.
this
And like we
was
said
15
last-
years ago. This is
Yeah.
like
Like we said last time,
You
this
know.
isn't. Yeah,
I was gonna
please.
say, I've studied the old ways, but I never partook. If these never aired in the States, was this just a raw, like all Japanese?
it had
No.
subtitles. It
Okay.
had subtitles.
Yeah, they had-
There were companies like Media Blasters, Central Park Media.
Is
things
third
like
party
that.
removed, 1 degree removed.
I was,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, is this like where, like in the early 2000s, where like the Duang stuff comes
This
in?
is where you're gonna get. This is where Brett gets his laser disc from.
Ah.
It's that kind of thing.
I want to say each tape had like 4 episodes on it or something.
Close to
I
it,
don't
if memory
remember.
serves me right.
But you could
but
get
yeah.
your banned adult anime fix. They still released Ninja Scroll in the 90s.
Yeah.
Just
But
had to get
forget it
from our
ever
friends.
coming out on
Television.
public.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let me add something to y'all's anime manga trade. All right, so high school is significantly different.
Yeah,
So you
he's a
try
senior now.
Yeah, he's
to
a
put
senior in high
context.
school. That's
I'm
how
a
the age
senior in high
difference
school.
here.
So you try to do that. You go out to somebody's car during a lunch break, between classes.
This was probably before
Either
school
you're doing
it
Yeah.
happened, but yeah.
Even before school, if you're sitting in somebody's car, somebody pops in. You're either doing something you shouldn't be, or you're selling drugs.
Oh no, we still had that.
Not as bad.
Yeah, not as
All
bad.
right.
See, this is how we cheat. I was best friends with the resource officer, so
It didn't help. We were all tremendous dorks too, so we all had really good grades.
Yeah.
We were a bunch
So
of
no
nerds.
one's like
Absolute
thinking like,
nerds.
oh,
We were the group, a bunch of the friends in the group. We hung out in the courtyard before school every
Logan,
day.
I was-
Oh,
we
you were
had
those
some of,
people.
we had
Logan,
some of our
yeah.
friends playing Magic the Gathering on the ground. Like we were total like nerds. Y'all.
Okay, wait.
Like,
So did y'all still have your big redneck country
co-
group
to-
up there?
Yeah,
coin-
you,
oh,
you
yeah.
also had a whole bunch of groups out there. You had like the
now to
you had
coin
like
Michael's
the
phrase, we're much
cheerleaders, you
cooler
had,
now
like,
than we
Yeah.
were in high
the
school.
jocks over there. You had like a whole bunch. I
Second
remember.
time mentioned on this podcast, we are somehow all cooler than we were in high school.
We did not peak. I am so proud.
Besides me, I'm kind of,
We were
I think, the
dorks.
best
You haven't
one.
graduated
You're in
yet.
high
Don't worry
school.
about it.
Logan, like I was part of that thing when I was in I was a freshman too. Just like the trading and whatnot.
Yeah.
I was part of
Yeah.
that too.
But no.
But not like to the extent that they did it. But I was.
If you enjoyed this reminiscing, we'll actually talk about the episode in just a moment.
Yes.
Yes,
Our
sorry.
Chinese food order is about ready. With the power of editing, we'll be there in a flash.
We are back and slightly fuller.
Yes. Yay, Chinese. Anyways,
Oh,
so
amazing.
the episode that we're doing today is called Usagi vs. Rei, Nightmare in Dreamland. The U.S. title was just Nightmare in Dreamland. They just
Kirby.
cut out the Usagi versus Rei part.
I will say, I love, we mentioned last episode, I wonder when is the countdown timer to teammate rivalry, and everyone's just like, 1, dude.
One, this is the next
We gotta
episode.
I didn't even know we had a countdown.
We gotta measure it in minutes, not
Yeah.
episodes.
Pretty much.
When are we playing this next episode?
Yeah.
Right now.
No, I do have to say I do love Rei. She is one of my favorite Senshi.
Is she your favorite inner?
I would say yes,
Okay.
but Jupiter is
Oh, Jupiter.
yeah. She's I don't know,
Well,
but I'm gonna have to say probably my first go-to is gonna be Rei.
Yeah.
Nice.
So.
That makes sense.
She gave you the Ray pin. I mean, come on.
I did give you.
You did give me the Rei pen.
You still have that?
I do have it. I
Nice.
still have the minifigure as well.
Nice.
Alright, so make sure your mouths aren't full as we do our sign off for the before
All right.
section to go watch the episode.
Okay.
Alright.
Pretty
Pretty
Guardians,
Guardians,
make
up!
And I totally didn't do it because I didn't know what it was.
It's
That's
fine.
what I was complaining about before.
That is great. Sailor Moon.
Choo choo choo.
I was chewing, and he knew that. Anyways, we're back.
I had no way of knowing that.
So, how's everyone doing?
That episode was fantastic.
I got a lot going through my noggin right now. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It'll give him a moment. He's internally digesting,
That's a great episode.
absorbing all of the episode goodness.
He's been internally
Essentially.
digesting all of those episodes.
I will say, Kelly, when I started saying like, yeah, I'm interested to see how the Guardians are going to interact with each other now that it's not just Usagi for the first like 7 episodes. And your response of so basically, some of them are going to like attack the enemy, and then Sailor Moon's going to finish them off.
Yep. That's how it's going to work. From here on out.
Set up and
The
complete.
formula is visible.
Yep. That's how it's going to work from here on out.
From right from this moment.
From this moment forward, that's how it's going to work. Like,
You know,
It's a
not.
recipe. Insert A, add B equals C.
yeah, pretty much. So,
We're at the formula, baby.
Alright, so once again, after a crystal bowl warm up, we are going to steal some energy.
Yep, well, first of all, we start off at the Hikawa Shrine for our first meeting at the Hikawa Shrine.
Now, is that before our
Yes,
later
yes, it
character?
is.
Okay.
Yeah, we start off here, and
And this will
they.
pretty much be our HQ.
Let's see, this
Yeah.
kind of becomes their HQ. They have a mini meeting at the Hikawa
it's
Shrine.
Ray's room?
Yep.
Is the HQ?
Yeah, they kind of have many a meeting here at the shrine, so it's just kind of nice to see the first episode. They're having their first
Get used to that
official
table.
meeting.
First official, unofficial meeting.
Alrighty.
So, and Usagi just wants to read her manga, and
Well, she wants to read Ray's manga.
yeah, Ray's manga is the Sailor
Yeah,
V
Sailor
manga.
Sailor V
V.
manga. It's the newest one.
And Ray's like, no, I haven't read that yet. And Luna basically is yelling at him.
Yeah.
Well,
It's like,
even,
guys,
even,
attention.
even Ami's looking at her encyclopedias and stuff. Even Ami's not focusing.
And he's like, ooh, you have a lot of encyclopedias here.
Oh, he's a nerd.
So I feel that Ray's takes some of like the best qualities from each of them, but then like she, of course, like she has like her own like faults because she's a bit of like a mean girl.
Ray's
you
like a
know?
normal human being.
Yeah, but it's
Socially
like
speaking.
you know she's like smart, she's pretty, she's strong, like all this other kind of stuff. And then she's like
Ray.
mean girl. I'm like
Come on.
Ray, come on.
Nobody's perfect.
No,
true.
no.
Mean Girl's a good thing.
So,
Speaking of, how's the Sailor V manga going, Michael?
The what?
Sailor V manga. You were reading Sailor V manga.
Yeah, I
at the same
gave him
time.
the
Now's a
Sailor V
good
manga.
time if I haven't said it already. Kelly gave me some required reading, some supplemental reading.
Some required readings.
It's the first thing, the proto Sailor Moon,
Yeah.
codename Sailor V, that obviously she loved to keep referencing even
Yep.
after Sailor Moon became a thing.
Yep.
If you opened a single page of it, you would tell it is exactly the same person writing this.
Yep.
I would read it and then come back to Kelly with such statements as, "Wow, the anime pacing makes a lot more sense."
Yeah.
Yeah, the pacing goes really quick in the
Yeah,
manga.
it is breakneck if you read that.
This is why I kind of like. I love the manga, even Sailor Moon. The pacing is super fast, and I love the manga. It's so good, but man, you need some filler in there because
And then
God.
Hold on to your butts. 'Cause
Yeah,
you're gonna
pretty
get left
much.
behind.
that's why the reason a lot of Americans love the Senshi so much, because they know them from the anime. They have time to know them.
yeah, they have time to get to know them and spend
That's
time
why,
with them.
and we'll get more into this later. That's why when Crystal comes out, everyone had such a negative response to it. Because Crystal is like word for word the manga.
Yeah.
There's some minor changes here or there, but people weren't expecting that. They weren't ready for that. They were so used to the anime iterations of these characters and the own thoughts they put into their head about them that it's just very abrasive to see their manga counterparts.
They simply thought that it was going to be a new animation style of the old
Yeah,
classical
It's based
Sailor
on
Moon
the manga.
episodes, and so pretty much it went from 0 to 60 with no
Yeah,
explanation
so
in comparison, and so
Well,
you know.
here's a good comparison, Michael. In the manga, chapter 2 is the introduction of Ami.
Yeah.
In Sailor Moon Crystal, episode 2 is the introduction of Ami.
That is
Yeah,
fast.
it's
Episode,
pretty
episode,
you can,
episode 3 is Mars.
Oh,
you,
wow.
you can pretty much
Episode
line-
5 is Jupiter.
Yeah, they go really fast in that. Yeah.
You can pretty much more or less line up. You can sit there with the manga and flip pages, and
yeah.
more or less keep pace with what's
I was
going on.
gonna
on
say,
the
so
screen.
like people weren't expecting it, so they were mad when they got Sailor Moon Brotherhood.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes, that is
Pretty
that
much.
is pretty much what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's mostly breakneck speed, and then the style also reflects the manga.
Yeah.
So the characters are very slender, they're very wispy, and people didn't like that. It was a whole self-righteous thing.
Well, they also tried a new animation style as
Yeah.
well, trying to incorporate like some CGI
Oh well,
stuff.
that I don't
That's
like. Yeah, the
bad.
transformation
That's-
sequences
I
are
hate
not
that.
good.
They tried upping the ante, you
I hate
know.
that stuff.
But
They
of course,
fixed it,
you're
they
always.
fixed that. They fixed that in season 3, which
Yeah, but you're always going to get the new age versus the classical,
Yeah.
and no
Yeah.
matter what you
You
do.
still need to watch season 3 of Crystal. It's
But it's just
gorgeous.
interesting
They
hearing
fixed
people
that.
being like, I don't like the things that changed. I'm like, this is not a change. This is the manga.
This
Yeah, this is the manga,
this
yeah.
is the unadulterated version. What you got was not how it originally was supposed to be.
But that's because it's the same problem that most mangaka fall into. Manga gets popular, let's push out the anime before the manga's done.
Yes, so
Right.
the anime was running when the manga was running at the same time, but it's like
The usual.
They had to
the
start
problem we
doing
all
filler
hate
and-
about it.
And it
Like-
didn't, but luckily it still kind of kept pace with the manga.
Kind
it
of.
wasn't like Brotherhood where it just or Full Metal Alchemist where it reached certain points like, we're doing our own thing now.
yeah, it kind of kept the same, but it's just there's a
The
lot of
same
filler in there.
the general
kind of.
thread was the same.
Yes.
They definitely took our artistic license.
There
but
was no Dante in a secret city underneath
yeah,
the Fierce
yeah.
Palace,
They
okay?
didn't do
Like,
that.
take for example when you guys were talking about like the manga was going in a different direction, like Sailor Moon. It happens with a lot of series. Like
Oh, yeah.
Bleach was one of them.
Oh, God.
I'm just throwing out
I
examples.
know.
That's all I'm doing.
Yeah.
I think Fruits Basket was another too, but yeah.
oh, yeah, Fruits Basket's a big one, but that's
But
getting...
then they did the remake.
Fruits Basket Brotherhood's out now. We should
Yeah,
watch
I still
that.
haven't
Yeah.
watched the new Fruits Basket.
Yeah.
Fruits
That
Basket
That one's
Brotherhood.
supposed to be the
Yeah.
manga.
Elfin Lied did it, but Elfin Lied, no, that
let's
should have
not-
stopped.
Yeah.
While we're here,
Sorry.
Yuki's best boy, don't at me.
Oh,
What? Oh.
It's
For
Yuki
Fruits
versus
Basket,
Kyo, and
yeah.
there's clearly one better than the other.
Yep.
Anywho,
anyways.
the episode.
All right, so Luna yells at them to, you guys need to get it together and stop. They talk about how they need to find their the moon princess, and they're like, well, how do we look for her? We don't know. No one knows what she looks like. How do we find her?
Neither does
like,
Luna.
Yeah, she's like, I don't know what she looks like either.
And then, like, Ray said something sarcastic, like, maybe she just has a big sign that says she's a moon princess. And Usagi's like, yeah, maybe.
It's like, no, that's not.
They're like,
that's
no.
not-
It's like so. And then they talk about this new place has opened up called Dreamland.
Mm-hmm.
Kirby.
And they say a lot of strange disappearances have been happening at this Dreamland. Like 50 people have gone missing.
50
Yeah,
people's
50.
a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people, guys.
Look, 2 people's a lot of people. That's alarming.
Yeah, 50 people's a lot.
I do definitely have to give the episode credit. They actually kind of showed a little bit of like real world consequences. Like people, there were like cameramen and there were like, you know, reporters are like, is this gonna be a problem?
Oh yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So
Of course, this-
I do like appreciate that. Like when the buses were like
Yeah.
in the last episode when like the buses were disappearing, everybody's like, oh, what's going on?
Well, you saw like a bunch of the cop cars and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very police like
Cops
that.
were
But then
there.
also,
Yeah.
it doesn't translate to how just aware and sensitive we are in 2020. Because
Yeah.
one person goes missing in 2020, as it should be,
Well,
and shit would be shut down.
correction, you say 2020, but we are now 2021.
The sequel no one
The
wanted.
sequel to
The sequel,
yes.
no.
Yeah. Let's,
We're not touching that
That's yours.
callback.
Anyways,
Moving
so
on.
back to our show.
yeah, before the press conference, that's when you get the Beryl and Jedi scene, and Beryl's starting to get irritated with him, being like, "All right, you need to step it up. You're expendable. Like, I'm not seeing results here.
he kind of got that like. Oh,
There's
whoa,
3
wait a second.
sentry now.
And
You need to step it up."
Yep, the
I do
clock's
have
ticking
to-
for our boy Jedi.
I do have to say, like, when y'all, I'm not sure if y'all, if on the podcast,
Oh, yeah.
that they
Oh,
know,
yeah.
they know
They
about
know the crystal
hand
ball
thing.
challenge.
Oh my
They know.
god!
Yeah, they know
Oh
about
my
the crystal ball
god!
challenge. Yeah.
Okay, so like literally, guys, I'm juggling a sweet and sour shrimp while I'm trying to do the hand thing, and they won't let me eat it. And that was probably the best core workout that I've had in such a long time between juggling my sweet and sour shrimp, laughing my ass off while working my arms.
Yeah.
Surprisingly
So I
effective.
have to say that was
Yeah.
probably one of the
Apparently James
highlights
pointed
of
out-
watching this episode.
That was the highlight.
James pointed it out.
Wasn't one of the highlights.
Almost every time Queen Beryl's on screen, she will be doing that animation with her crystal ball.
She's gotta be toned as hell.
I know.
So you've got to do it until the scene ends, or you confirm that she stops doing it.
So either her hands are sitting on her throne, or
Yes.
the whole scene
she's
changed.
You
doing
need a
the
shot of her
thing.
hands not moving.
But yeah,
Yes.
no. Try
She puts a close-up on her
and do
face.
that while laughing, and you will engage all the muscles of your core.
Yep.
And no
So,
hurt.
So now we go to the press conference that you were talking about. And you see Jedi there. He's dressed as a security officer, and he's telling people like, "No,
well, it's more you hear him. His voice gives it away because, like, there's the reveal
yeah."
that it was Jedi.
Ooh, he's the officer.
But he's
Gee,
like,
who would've
there's
thought?
nothing to be worried about. There's no kidnappings here. Don't worry about it. And it's a
Just-
fun, happy place.
Just ignore the highly suspected shaded eyes.
Voldemort
you
is
know.
dead. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Oh wait, spoilers if you haven't read the books.
And I'm going to push the entire crowd out. We're done, thank you.
Yeah,
Like,
like,
out of the doors
that's
and
what it
down
like.
the
It was just a
stairs.
whole cell moving.
I will say that is the Jedi's first comic relief.
That's for fun.
Outside of being Jedi.
This dream journal,
Yeah.
and boy howdy, this is a big dream journal.
Well, for
Dream journal?
yeah, for dreams.
Leave.
Why are you banishing Amanda? I'm the one that did it.
Yeah.
It was just more of like a.
There's a hate-love relationship going on like right
Speaking
here.
of hate love relationships, the
you're
girl
saying?
going this way.
Yeah, the girls and what was I saying something?
I thought you
Jedi
were.
was funny.
No, I was just saying that like Jedi as like a meme is something
Oh.
from a new person
Yes.
of the series is something that I'm definitely impressing upon him thanks to knowing Harrison.
Yeah, and then it's only me, James, and then we didn't watch this with Amanda, but upon our rewatching when the Blu-rays came out, we noticed how memey Jedi is. We love Jedi so much more because Jedi is a meme. We will format some for y'all. Between the cell walk
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
And his disguises and his dream journal.
History.
I'm gonna be able to get some mileage out of other villains, but man, nothing hits that sweet Jadeite tone.
No, it's true.
Oh, Jadeite's my boy. My sweet boy.
Yeah, expendable. Who could replace him? Look around at the other fans nervously.
Yeah, but it's not like Crystal. You just instantly see the bad guys.
Yeah, you see all of them like in like the second episode or something.
But
So anyways,
The girls get to the park.
yeah, they're all at Dreamland, and Ray and Ami are walking around being like, this place, I don't know, something's off about this place, trying to figure out, like, where's Usagi?
Ami's being logical about it. She's like, well, they could disappear after they leave, but it's a weird coincidence. Like, she's being all logical about it. They all go to the park and they still disappear. And Ray's using her spiritual power. She's like, this is weird.
Yeah, this is
like,
odd.
this place is giving off a weird vibe. And you notice that you have a brain and something to represent the mind and the spirit in the group. And we'll go to the other two cores there. And I'll get into the 5-man band tropes when we all get together. But so they're both using their things. But yeah, like I was saying, where's Usagi?
Where's Usagi? Then you look over and Usagi's riding the carousel,
There is
living her
nothing
best
wrong
life.
with
On a pink, hot pink
Of course she is.
carousel horse.
Of course she is.
Such a red man. You gotta ride the
But see, I totally feel her because I love carousels and I love theme parks, so I'd probably be there
Same.
right
Kelly
next to
has
her.
wasted time at Disney World riding the carousel.
Yep. It's not a waste of time. Carousel
Well,
is
no,
great.
it is, but it's a carousel and you're at Disney World.
Yep. Carousel is great.
She's riding like Small World or Space Mountain, but no, it's like carousel.
No, you do the teacup rides. Hello.
No,
I would. I'd give myself
Carousel.
Disney every day.
I've been on rides with the two of them, and I have seen the personification of the color green. So
Not even that. It's just they ruined the Halloween party by riding a ride we already rode, and that was damn old teacups.
Anyways, that's a whole other story. We rode the teacups twice, and it was ridiculous. Anyways,
Yeah, so countdown, 0. The tension exists. Ray and Usagi are friendly rivals now.
yes,
They
The
are-
time is now.
time
they
is
are
now.
aggressive friends.
We got the '90s
Indeed.
anime head lightning
Yes.
between the two of them. It's
that
all
was great.
The growling, the low-key growling.
Yep,
just a little
basically.
sniping
But
at
they
each
are
other.
they are friendly enemies and aggressive friends. So.
Pretty much. So they're sitting on this bench talking.
And Usagi's like, I'm having fun. It's awesome. And Ray's like, how are you a guardian? How do you even...
Yeah, how are you? And Usagi's
did
like,
you
show
get
some respect.
here?"
I've been doing this longer than you have.
Smacks the shit out of Usagi, knocking her to the ground
Yeah.
off this bench.
And I find
She
it so
goes
funny
straight to the
because
face.
they're like what 14,
Yeah.
15 at this
14,
point.
yeah.
I'm like I was trying to act like an adult. Y'all are kids.
It's anime.
I
It's just
know.
cartoons. It's just, a thing.
So Usagi's on the ground, and then she looks up, and there's this lion.
Yeah, just looking right at her.
And then they're all
She
like,
appropriately jumps back.
They all jump back. They're all like, "Oh God, what?" And Luna's face is fantastic.
Oh, yeah. Luna's face is always good. We'll have to
Luna's-
upload a Luna
yeah.
face like every episode. Like, Usagi's on Ray's back. And she's like holding her hair, and Ami's just like, oh my god. Going back to the carousel for a second, we get another good character moment. Everyone notices Usagi on the carousel. Luna's just shocked. I don't know why still. Ray is angrily annoyed, and Ami is just smiling endearingly. She's like, oh, my sweet,
This
stupid
is
bunny.
adorable.
It shows off everyone's relationship with Usagi very good in these faces.
Yeah, true.
But anyway, the lion talks to
the
them.
lion starts talking, and they're like, "What the heck?"
It's like, good evening, ladies. Welcome to the park.
Yes.
Yeah, it's something very
They're
general.
like, "You can talk."
And they're
And
like,
then-
hold up.
This princess shows up with this pink
You
hair.
got thoughts on the princess? You
This
wanna
princess
describe this
dress.
Ah,
Yeah.
yes, I got very pink. First of all, a lot of pink going on here. So she shows up and she's holding an apple. So immediately I'm thinking, all right, is she secretly an old lady?
That's a good way to think
That
of
is
it.
Right.
Snow White. Yeah. Snow White,
Right?
some solid Snow White.
Exactly, it's solid
Queen of
Snow
Hearts
trope.
vibe.
But it's definitely not. But so she comes on screen and immediately I was just like, she seems way too nice to be here. She's way too nice to.
Yeah, you're way too nice to be in an amusement park.
Yeah,
You're too happy. You're too happy to work at an amusement
you're
park.
too ecstatic. But you know what? Yusagi doesn't really seem to care.
Usagi.
Usagi.
Well, Usagi, yeah,
Usagi.
Usagi, yeah,
Usagi.
I promise. She doesn't care.
Well, and what's actually really funny because like she does actually kind of like geek out for like a few minutes, which of course enrages Ray. But at the same time,
she first of all,
yeah.
So she has this magic apple, and she controls a bunch of other animatronics. All these other animatronics just like pop out of the bushes, and like all just crowd around them, and they're like, "What the heck is happening?" And so Usagi gets on the bear.
She's like, oh, bear!
Well, but it's really funny because, like, of course, Usagi's enjoying herself. She's geeking out with what is her name? Queen Dream or something?
Princess Dream.
Princess Dream. Excuse me.
Princess Dream.
It's the Queen of Hearts vibe that I'm kind of feeling with her. But I totally feel Usagi in that moment because I don't know if you remember a couple of years ago when we all went as a group to Disney World and we saw the fairy godmother. I actually did kind of have a freak out moment that I was meeting the fairy godmother.
I mean, I've had plenty of those at Disney World,
I totally get Usagi's reaction, and I totally get Ray's reaction, but that just kind of just tickled me in that episode.
Yeah.
I'm like, I would be crawling up on the back of the lion or the bear too, so
So Ray has bad vibes from all this, so she pulls Usagi off. She literally grabs her and pulls her off the bear.
Just manhandles Usagi.
She's like, why do you hate fun?
Ray's allergic to fun.
She's like, this is the theme park. We're supposed to have fun.
She's like, we're here.
Then Ray senses danger and immediately decides to tell this boy he can't ride the bear. And then
Is that a scene or is that a later
that's
scene?
later.
No, that's a little bit later. That's a little bit later.
The boy fights later.
Yeah, the boy fights later. It's coming. It's coming. So you see a scene with Jedi, and he's at the House of Sweets, and he wants to lure all the Senshi there. He wants them to come to him.
So we can take their
Yeah, and so Luna decides they should split up. So Luna and Ami go together, and Usagi and Ray go together.
Because Luna can't read a damn room.
Exactly.
It's like, let's do the only build-up that would cause any kind of strife. Because I know Usagi works well with Ami, I know Usagi works well with me, I know Usagi hates Ray.
So we're them together.
I guess she's thinking it's like, oh, this will make them,
friends.
Work together.
They'll work together and be all buddy-buddy.
Yeah. So now they're both watching, Usagi and Ray are watching Princess Dream because Ray's getting really bad vibes. And this is where the bear fight happens. Michael, take it away.
So Ray and Usagi just get to decide exactly how much fun this boy is going to have, and they disagree on the number of fun.
So first off, Princess Dream puts a little boy on a bear. Michael, take it away.
Ray's not having it. She is full Karen. She wants to speak to Princess Dream's manager.
You don't want to talk to Jedi.
Or do you? She would
totally talk to
Well,
Jedi.
she wants to talk to Jedi.
She told him off last
she
episode.
did.
She did earlier, but she wasn't
did earlier,
transformed.
yeah.
You want to talk about Ray talking to Jedi and stuff we're not allowed to say.
We're not going to go
Even
into
relevant to the anime.
Okay.
Go on.
And Usagi says, no, get on the bear. You have fun now. Life is short.
Have fun. We're going to have fun.
Yeah.
Life is short, so grab the nearest guy with glasses and a blue uniform. Let's
That's
go.
right.
School uniform. Thank you.
And there's a little scene, and then that boy's Karen shows up and decides that she gets her son back, and they get.
Don't undersell this.
Okay,
She
no.
fought for like
No.
a good 2 or 3 minutes.
And they are pulling this kid by his arms and his legs on and off a bear. So you can understand the mother's anger. Like, I feel like
What are you doing?
rides too.
I was so expecting, but I remember when I first watched this episode, for the kid to snap like a rubber band or go flying off, because literally Usagi's got him by the head, Ray's got him by the feet. It's going back and
it's a tug of
forth.
war.
And I'm like, that poor child, and he's just like, I'm getting assalted, people.
And then it's not fair to call the mama Karen because I think any reasonable mother would be like, "The hell are you doing?"
My mother would throw hands. Let's just be honest.
There's 3 guys at the table. Show of hands, guys. If you had a girls are stupid phase, about how long would you say it lasted?
Listen, you're married.
Okay, all hands went up.
If we had one, that's what he said. How long does it last? This is still going on. Not very.
Let's see. I had at least a couple of years in mind.
Really? No,
I give it all of like first and second grade. Then I was just
maybe
like outside that. I'm like, okay.
like a couple months.
I'm gonna say like
all 2
maybe 13 to 15.
Oh my god.
Oh, what? That's when girls ruled the world,
That's
buddy.
when the girls were it.
But
Wait,
no,
for me, I'm 17,
that poor
girls are still-
child that was assaulted. I fear that he'll probably be like the 40-year-old virgin. Like, no, not gonna.
See, I don't know.
He doesn't wanna be
When mom
associated.
stopped them and showed their faces all shocked, they were both horrified. That kid had a big, dopey grin.
Hell yeah.
His smile was going up.
I will.
No,
give
I
this-
thought he had a terrified look too. On
Yeah,
his face.
he had
Oh,
he had
looked
he had
scared,
the
but-
stress lines.
Oh,
he was
he
traumatized.
had stress lines and stuff and big up, but it was up. His
my
face
God.
was going upward. He's like, whoa. I think I'm discovering some things. I think mom's going to have a talk with him later.
Mom's gonna have a big talk.
I mean, granted, he was in pretty close proximity to
You gotta think about
Usagi's.
it.
Well,
He's a
Yes.
young
anything.
lad.
They're just
So-
pulling people around. They're getting
Yeah,
followed
but
by
no,
ladies.
there was some aggressive manhandling in this
She
episode.
pulled me on a bear. She touched my leg. All right, kill him.
All right.
All right, so
Now we're
So-
on, and I get to coin this term. They're on a train being driven by a panda. That's right, they're on the Panda Express. Just rolling along.
Okay.
But I'm ching. There you go.
It's like this little like kitty train,
Yes.
and Usagi and Ray are riding at the back.
There, the
It's the
caboose.
greatest thing ever. First of all, hold on. The panda's voice, I couldn't do it a justice, but God, it was great.
it was like Big the Cat.
Yes!
Right done it. Have you seen Foggy?
Yes! I love you.
Sorry, you said no more stops and starting.
There we go.
And then the train suddenly stops, and then I think Michael realized what happened instantly. Because Usagi bumped her head on
There's
something
only
green.
one velvet green blazer she could have smacked her into.
And that was
green blazer and pink pants.
Purple pants.
purple,
It-
and he looked fantastic.
Good old Mamoru Chiba. Here he is.
Oh, boy.
We haven't seen him in a while.
You know, I don't even know if he said his name to her yet.
I think he
Or
did
on
when.
screen.
I
I feel
think
like
he did
he
when.
might have.
I think they did in the first episode when she threw the paper and she's like, "My name's Usagi." He's like, "Yeah, well, I have a name too. It's Mamoru." I don't think he's introduced himself formally.
No, I don't think he knows.
Okay.
It hasn't been like formal.
We know his
introduction
name's
type.
Mamoru.
Yeah.
We know.
And he may or may not be Tuxedo Mask. We're working on narrowing down the list.
I don't know.
And he's
Yay.
like, "Nice
Ray.
going, Bunhead."
Yeah.
And Ray's like, "Butthead." Classic.
I love it.
Great one.
How did I not think of that?
And they're like, oh, now she's mad. Now she looks like a steam bun. Ray's like, yeah.
They're like, "High five, bro!"
They're just doing a Mordecai and Rigby. Whoa!
And Usagi's like, "I'm sick of this. I'm not getting the two of you. No."
And I have to say,
No.
she delivered one of like the best birds. She's like, well, don't you have any friends your age? Why don't you go hang out with them? And he's like,
Instead of riding this train.
yeah, he's like, you don't have to be so
Yeah,
mean.
I have my own.
You have to hit the nail on
That's
the
my
head.
reasons.
Yeah.
So reminder, the girls are mostly 14-ish. Mamoru's 18.
Mamoru is
He's
17.
4 year. Yeah, he's like
Mamoru is 17.
Yes, legal.
He is 3 years and 2 months apart from her.
Yeah.
And he is alone at a theme park on the children's ride.
Well, they're writing it for comedy, so.
I don't see anything wrong. I would do the same thing.
I
would ride on
honestly-
a kitty train.
I honestly, if I could fit, even if it was a tight squeeze and I would probably fall off the back end and be left behind, I would probably still force myself
But
upon
he
that.
knows that socially he had every right to be laughed at by girls.
That's fair.
I mean, yeah, that's
He
fair.
tried to defend himself, but yes, that's fair.
He knew it.
he's like, I
Yeah,
can't.
you know, it's how it
I
goes.
can't deny.
Can you imagine his thought process, like when he's standing
You're
in
being a
line,
jerk.
like trying to justify why he was riding that ride?
What if he was like Batman? What if his parents got shot in an alley and he never had a childhood and he's just trying to have some fun?
Oh, that makes sense.
Who are you to judge?
That's not real.
Oh,
Bruce
because
Wayne never had fun after that.
He's not Bruce
Bruce
Wayne.
Wayne knows fun. Hold up.
When
Bruce
Jack
Wayne's
Nicholson
Batman?
found Chiba in the alleyway and he said, "Ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?" He said, "No, my mummy." And the pearls went flying everywhere. You saw it.
Oh my god. This bit's
Anyway,
too
All right.
far.
So,
he was hurt.
they
and
hear
then-
an announcement about a House of Sweets show, and Ray kind of goes to Usagi. She says, "Hey, do you think Mamoru kind of looks like Tuxedo Mask? So he's like, no way. He doesn't look like him at all.
He's an idiot and
Who could
jerk.
Tuxedo Mask be?
He's an idiot and he's a jerk. And Tuxedo Mask is hot and nice and he's my rescuer.
And let's break it down. They're in Japan. There's only so many guys that could be a tall, slender, dark-haired man. Oh.
Oh no.
So you see the issue here.
Oh no! But we're in anime Japan, where you're gonna have just guys with blonde, green.
Yeah,
purple,
we're gonna
brown.
run into one guy constantly in the miles wide shopping district, home to several 100,000 people.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, dude. Yes.
Good, you found an Asian guy in Tokyo.
Good job.
Congrats, you want a cookie or something?
Job done.
So
So they're going to Sweet House.
yeah, they find Luna, and Ray sends an evil aura. They find Luna outside the House of Sweets, and they say, "Oh yeah, Amy's inside." And Amy's like, "Ah, some sort of weird aura." And then you see Ami inside, and with the princess comes out.
And she
And
sprays the magic mist.
Sprays this mist out of her mouth that makes everyone see that these illusions.
You're forgetting that when they go inside of the house, that it actually is filled with sweets, that the little kids can go and eat the sweets, and then she does that mist thing, and then it changes the sweets to flowers.
It's essentially like a sugar crash.
And then she starts trying to steal all the energy from everyone inside.
What a surprise!
And she stores all of her energy in her apple.
I kind of got some Wizard of Oz vibes with the flowers.
A little bit.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
getting.
The
I was getting
poppies.
Snow White with the apple thing.
Yeah.
And
So on the outside, Ray and Usagi are, you guessed it, fighting, and Luna's like, enough. Transform and get the shit done.
Yep.
Get it done.
So Ray transforms.
Yeah, Ray transforms, and then Usagi's like, because they do the animation sequence, it's assumed that they both transform at the same time, but Usagi hasn't transformed yet, and Luna's like, get to it! Let's go!
Gotta go.
I'm
Usagi's
sure,
like,
I'm
fine.
sure we understand it's supposed to be like an near instantaneous.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's
It's
my
just
theory.
there
Is
for
when they
visual.
transform, it's like
We see a couple
happens
episodes
like
where
that.
they run and then they just transform, especially in PGSM. It's the same
Yeah.
thing with Power
Yeah.
Rangers, the same thing with anything. The
Yeah.
transformation sequence there because it's cool. Transformation sequence is dope.
It also eats airtime because they gotta make it.
Yeah,
between-
we gotta milk it.
And we got no budget. Look at
exactly.
all the animations put into the transformations. We're gonna make our
exactly.
money's worth.
Yeah.
She just blows up the door.
Yep, her uses Fire Soul and blows up the door. And so the princess is inside, they meet up with her, and then she does that spray again and makes them see all these illusions.
And she offers Usagi a flower crown.
It's like, here's a present.
Yeah.
And
Yay!
Even though
innocent
Luna said,
Usagi.
hey, this is a trap. Don't do anything.
Yeah, Ray's like, don't be a stupid slut. And she slaps it away. And the flower crown turns into a snake and bites the shit out of her, and then it turns to stone.
Then you just see Usagi getting upset, like, no!
So then Ray uses her little scrolls, her evil spirit, re-exercise,
what are they called?
her talismans,
Yeah.
something.
Tonfos or
The
something?
Fuda scroll.
No,
I think.
Tonfa's like the wooden stick weapon.
It's her talisman.
Talisman.
Yeah.
Talismans, yeah.
So she does that, and then the stone goes away, and they yell at her like, "All right, show your real self."
It's like, okay, hold on a
All
second.
right, you want to take this, Logan?
And
The princess showing
Do
her
I
true.
have to? Okay.
That's the reason why you have trust issues, according to you.
Yes. So you see this sweet looking princess, but you obviously know something's up because,
Yeah.
And so she starts spinning. I kid you not, she starts spinning. Her head shrinks inside of her body, and so do her legs. She just keeps spinning. Stops spinning, legs and arms appear. Then out of nowhere, your head just pops back up and starts just kind of contorting around. It's terrifying. Not gonna lie to you. And then it's just this creepy wooden doll. Just flat.
wooden
And
boy.
then it's just kind of sitting there for 2 or 3 seconds, and the eyes drop, and you're like, but it kills me because it's so polite. It is the most polite thing
I love
ever.
Well,
that
and it's so
Usagi's
funny.
face during this. It's just like, ah!
She has
And then
this face of
her
horror.
face stays that way. And like it flashed her once, and then it comes back to her a few minutes later, and it's still
hilarious.
the same face.
Well, and it's really funny because you kind of got a little freaked out because I was like, "Come play with us, Johnny."
Yeah, no thanks.
And I'm gonna say, I'm not even gonna call like a marionette enemy like a low-hanging fruit, because you could make it like milk to Goosebumps has a ventriloquist dummy book with a sequel even.
Yeah.
It's so boring.
Final Fantasy IV has characters Cal Cabrina in there. That's a doll. It's creepy as well. Yeah.
But like I will say, this is so far like the first memorable low enemy in the ranks.
Yeah.
Because she had like a full sequence to become a monster, not like the others who just like fade in.
Yeah.
There's like it's like a milk sequence or something like that.
And
So.
I gotta
She
say,
just kind of popped in.
I thought about like anyone ever play Wario World that released on the GameCube?
Yes.
Because Wario's always had he's like the anti-Mario, so he's always had like the weird enemies and roster in his games.
Mm-hmm.
And like he's got like in that game, like you fight like props, you fight like a dancing bull, and one of them is like a marionette enemy that like wakes up and it's like this creepy cherub baby doll. And Harrison, you guessed it. I'm gonna seg it in here somehow. The first enemy in Devil May Cry, the very first game, is a marionette.
Yep.
I do remember that.
Yep.
Oh,
He wakes up
I hated that.
He wakes up after you flip a switch in the room.
Another good creepy one is Puppetmon from Digimon. He is sincerely creepy. Puppetmon's like a nightmare.
Yeah, Puppetmon's creepy as well.
I feel like there's marionette-like looking things in Super Mario RPG. Maybe I could be off on that.
No, there are.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, Gino's a marionette.
Gino. I'm thinking of Gino.
You know, that really popular character that everyone likes is never going to be in Smash.
Yeah, never got into Smash.
Never going to happen. Enjoy your Gino costume.
Never.
Yeah.
But I like that game. I like Gino.
Well, I like that game too.
Yeah.
That's way more plausible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
But, so props for, like, the first, like, what am I going to say? Like lowest ranking enemy with some meat on her bones.
Yeah. Well, in every season, they call those kind of enemies, they call them something different. So in this one, I think it's just Yoma's.
Yeah, they're just Yoma.
Yeah. But in other seasons, they're called, like, Diamond or, like, Damon or droids
to
or
what
whatever.
we're here for this episode, because fantasy number 2.
Yep. She makes another illusion.
And your boy Tuxedo Mask come rolling in on that white horse.
And he is looking
like
mighty
clippity
fine.
clop, like slow, like coming through the mist, like sort of reveal.
This is like on the cover of Jedi Stream Journal. This is like where it's at. And these girls was like, hubba hubba.
Instantly, like boom,
Both Usagi and Rey are like heart eyes, like whoa.
Tan, handsome, sharp dressed on a horse. Done.
Done.
and they somehow appear
Yeah,
on the horse.
You're on the horse, both of them right next to him on the horse. And then you see all three of them on a carousel, riding the carousel.
Having a good time. He's like,
Having a great time.
And the woman's like, hey, I've got all the energy in the apple. And then Tuxedo Mask was like, are you using my IP without permission?
Desist.
Yeah, he throws that you two bros right out of her hand.
He hits Princess Dream with a DMCA strike.
And it sticks, buddy.
And as you know, the bot doesn't ask the user for permission. The video gets taken down.
So the illusion is gone.
Demonetized.
The illusion's been demonetized.
Yeah, you see Usagi and Rey, they have brooms, like they're riding the brooms instead of the horses, and they're like, right as hell.
And they both they each have one of like, I'm so embarrassed. How embarrassing.
It's funny. It's just like Ray snaps out of it first. You see Usagi going like, oh.
And they're both like silently agree. It's like, we will never speak.
Yeah, we'll never speak of this again.
This will be a secret that will go to our grave.
And then speaking of marionettes, Tuxedo Mask says something without moving his mouth.
Oh my god.
He doesn't move his mouth at all.
It's not the first time either.
No. And then he does
throws his
voice.
He throws his voice.
He does the my work here is done meme, except he actually did something.
Yeah, he did do
So
that.
he's like, good. So he's got the cape. He flips it around. He's gone.
Yeah.
Now, if he's throwing his voice, that's one thing. But if that was actually him speaking, like,
We haven't seen Matoki in the theme part, so
It's true.
Yeah.
it might not be Matoki.
We've got it down to our two main suspects. I'm not saying there's not a third party out there.
It could be.
No.
Could be.
We've already seen Jedi in the same place because that would be weird.
We've crossed off Jedi. We've crossed off Umino.
Yeah, it can't be Umino.
Could be Umino.
But Matoki and Mamoru, Eminem,
Both
are now like the
God.
biggest of
Both
suspects.
contenders.
Like Mask.
Yeah. Now,
God.
what if it's like Mystery of the Batwoman? What if they're both tuxedo masks?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
A transformation could do anything to a guy's hair.
Yeah, exactly.
I honestly, I know this will be, much, further on in the future, but I honestly cannot wait until we start talking about the live action.
Oh, that's way later. We're going to watch Crystal
I
first and everything, but no,
I know.
but we'll get there.
It's pure gold.
Oh yeah, we're all thinking of the same thing.
I think I'm on
But
30s.
anyways, so they run over to Mars and Sailor Moon. They run over to Mercury to Amy, and they help her. She's coming out of her illusion, with her energy being drained.
She's got that planetary power. She's not completely drained. She can get back up.
Sees the creepy doll lady.
So then she transforms. So we have all three Senshi in the same spot for the first time. Here
And
we
then
go.
Usagi's like, attack the apple. Solid plan. She actually,
Yep, they said, all right, all three, we got to all attack the apple. We got to work together.
Yep.
So Mercury makes the mist.
The formula begins.
Yep.
Well, they kind of break formula with this attack, though, because Mercury makes the mist to distract her.
Yeah.
And then Usagi throws the tiara.
Ray does her evil spirit thing to kind of make the...
To hold her in place.
in place. And then Usagi does her tiara, and then Ray does the fire soul, and then makes like a
light the
fire
tiara on
soul
fire, yeah.
combo
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
with her
Yeah,
tiara.
that's pretty cool.
A slight deviation from the formula, but it's still basic formula.
Well,
Yeah,
what I meant to say is, like,
It's a combo attack.
it's the beginning of what Kelly told me would
Oh, yes.
be the usual attacks.
No,
Or, like,
Don't
Yeah.
worry, there'll be a time where we upgrade from the tiara, and that's when the formula is set in stone, and it's all over from here.
It's all over now.
It's true.
And she turns to dust, and the whole castle turns to dust, and everyone goes home happy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Except
poor
Jedi.
people.
Jedi's pissed.
Yeah, Giant's like, sincerely
It's the
like,
end of the episode. He's always pissed.
no, because other episodes, he's just like, well,
Next
it's always
time.
tomorrow.
Yep.
This time he's like, fuck.
I might get obliterated. Fuck.
Yep.
Fuck.
So.
I gotta come up with a good plan.
Yep.
So he's a little panicked, and then
Because
Goes to all three of the girls. They're leaving. They all have their ice creams.
That Dreamland is still a park. It looks like the sweet parlor was just Jedi's thing, because they're still in a park. They're still eating ice creams. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And Luna's like, see, when we all work together, we know what to do.
Yeah, we all need to remember that we need to work together.
And then there's a fight about ice cream.
Yeah.
Yep. Usagi's like looking at some ice cream. She's like, hey,
Why is your ice cream
ice
bigger
cream
why
than
does your
mine?
ice cream have one more bulb than mine? She's like, I don't know, because you eat ice cream too fast, you stupid bitch.
And then he's like, give me yours. And I'm like, I don't want somebody else to slobber all over my
And Ray's
ice cream.
like, bitch, that's my ice cream. And Usagi, in her hubris, spills her ice cream cone, and Ray laughs.
Now we'll have to starve. Now I'm going to starve.
And that is the episode.
That's the
It's
episode.
a great episode.
It is.
It is a very good
I
episode.
think we can all agree this is number 4, like after an introduction to Ascension and stuff like that. Sorry, Yusuke, your jazz is milquetoast.
Yeah, it was.
Hey, you like jazz?
Well, actually, the one after that was the Clocks episode.
Oh yeah, Clocks was good, but this is better than Clocks.
Yeah.
Clocks was interesting, but
Yeah.
I'd rather see.
Well, we got all the
Tuxedo
tick
Mask
marks. We
on.
got good chemistry between all the Senshi. Tuxedo Mask does something.
He looks good on a carousel.
We got a Panda Express.
Agreed.
The Panda Express is hilarious.
We have little Timmy over here trying to figure out what's
Okay,
going on.
Logan, you haven't gotten to do it yet, and then we'll do yours last. Logan, what was best?
Oh. Best?
Best.
Just one thing about the episode that you...
Panda Express.
Okay.
Michael, what was best?
Actually, something completely just the non sequitur from all of our jokes. There's a part when Usagi and Ray are fighting over whether the animatronic animals are nice or not.
Yeah.
Usagi, like the second time she's going to ride the bear, she just does a backflip on the one.
Yeah.
And I don't mean like it's like the 2-frame stuff where she's on there. Like it's like fully like
Well,
just
animated.
very few keyframes, just like frame by frame, just backflips onto a bear. It's like the first time I've seen something animated nicely, really nicely and intricately for like a complex movement that wasn't part of a transformation or an attack
yeah.
or something that gets reused. And it's
So what you're
nice.
saying is the antithesis of the Jedi step.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like not to go to my safe place here, but Cowboy Bebop, best anime. It's like one of those where like just everything is just like, we're gonna animate it.
Bebop's great,
and you're gonna like it.
Bebop's really great.
And you have no choice.
You have no choice. You're gonna fall in love with something about
It's gonna play on Toonami for the next 15 years.
Pretty much.
You're gonna like
It's
it.
like always playing.
You're gonna see every episode.
Eventually.
Yeah.
You will see everything.
Even if only 5 of them make the plot happen.
Yes.
That's true.
And the rest are self-contained.
It's an episodic adventure.
It's great. I love that show.
Yeah, my best is that one really nice animation.
That's fair.
Yeah, okay. Heather, what was best?
Mine's the cooperation that they had towards the end with the combined attack.
Yeah, the
with
teams
all of
come
them.
together, yeah.
Yep.
Kelly, what was best?
Best. I'm gonna say, like her little argument with Mamoru on the train, bumping into him. The little argument. I was like, "You're a grown man," and that just was just hilarious. Like, of course you bump into this guy again.
It's true. It's like
Mamoru here to ruin your day.
You're all wrong because best is Tuxedo Mask Fantasy.
I knew that was going to come up one day.
Because when you mentioned the name of this episode, it's the first thing that comes to mind. Him rolling out on the field, there's like, riding on a horse with him. That is like key Sailor Moon memory.
So good.
It's a core memory.
Because Ray's supposed to be like the hard one. And
all right, Amanda, what is best?
I'm right in your boat.
Yeah! She gets it!
That is one of my favorite.
Sailor Moon.
And, not going into spoilers, it definitely just kind of sets up the whole, like, rivalry. Because, even that first episode with that last, the last episode we watched with Ray and, Mamoru on the bus, instant kind of like she's already started fangirling. So
she's like, hey,
this is canon. This is like boom.
What's up there, busboy?
I'm Tuxedo Mask side bitch. Sort of.
Sailor Moon could be number 1. I could be number 2. That's fine.
As long as I'm getting some
number 2.
Want some of that mask?
That mask.
That mask tuxedo.
That mask tuxedo.
Okay, let's go in reverse. Kelly, what was worst?
What was worst?
I know what was worst.
What was worse, Logan?
What was worse?
Yes, what was
Do you
worse?
really want to know?
You know, yeah. That's
Princess Dream Puff, Cream Puff, whatever the hell that is. He deserves to be in hell.
That's almost a compliment because that thing is a villain. It's
supposed to be creepy.
All right,
Princess
Heather,
Dream.
what was worst?
Just freaking Usagi's attitude the whole entire time, where just because she's like with the ice cream, like, oh, you give me yours. I'm like, that sounds like a brat. No.
Usagi is a brat. Yep.
Yeah, it's like, really? I would not do that to my friends. I wouldn't go ask for, hey, give me your ice cream cone. I'm not gonna do that.
My ice cream.
It's my ice cream.
That's why you're not a superhero.
But it's also like the part where like they were telling the kid to get on the thing. Like, no, you can go sit here. I'm like, you're being a brat about this kid, and this ain't even your kid.
To be fair, that's more of a pissing match between the two of them.
Yeah, but it's still, it just keeps like.
I think for me, like the bickering thing, I know this just continues through the whole series, but it's not my favorite.
Yeah.
It's comedy gold.
Depends how you
Michael,
use
what's
it.
worse?
Depending on how they do it, it's usually not my favorite. They're bickering, but
it's rare. I try not to go for like stuff I know is like tropey or stuff I know is going to be around.
Yeah.
As characterizing.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just seems to like fill space and like there could be something else to contribute to the episode here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then again, this is the first episode where this is happening.
Yeah.
So
They're still learning.
So it's fine, but it's a great episode. So it's hard to pick something. So.
Agreed.
Worst is a little hard because Jagged's Plan's actually pretty good.
It is.
There's finally some pressure being put on. The monster's good. I'm gonna say the bickering, but specifically the ice cream fight.
Yeah, the ice cream fight was just
dumb.
Yeah.
Because at least
like I hated that.
Because I don't mind disagreements and bickering in a show, especially when it shows like the values of the characters being pitted against each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you can have something interesting out of Batman versus Superman.
Mm-hmm.
Not the film itself, but those two just clashing.
Yeah.
Is they have two complete ideologies that go to the same place. And they clash because of that. And you see that between Usagi and Ray, where it's like, no, we should have fun. We're in an amusement park. Also, don't be so serious. Like, no, we have to be serious. There's no time to have fun. They both have valid points. They both want the same end, and that's displayed very well through their arguing. So it's a decent use of the device. However, at the end when they're arguing over ice cream,
Yeah.
that's just Usagi being petty.
Yeah,
And
I don't like.
We've seen her grow out of that when she was by herself. So that's some of Michael's best, busting through sound doors and kicking dudes and throwing muscle men.
Well, I don't know. I try to find stuff about like maybe the best I pick usually tends to be less about the characters and more about like good directorial choices.
Yeah.
All right, Amanda, what was worst?
Well, y'all pretty much like hit like
Yeah.
everything. The kind of sucks going last. So yeah, definitely like the bickering of the ice cream and stuff like that. The thing that I have a problem most, and it's purely just because of me getting back into the new English dub, is the attack names. I'm just like, oh, that kind of tastes wrong, but
I mean, that's their actual attacks.
I know,
Used
but
to their
you know, again,
crappy
the whole
attacks in
new
the
age
English
versus
version.
the whole new age
exactly.
versus classic. So, but that's fully on me. But yeah,
No, that's fair. You gotta get used to it.
Yeah, just after every fire, just looking at it going, soul.
soul.
I'm used to ignite. I'm sorry.
I know,
Mars,
or,
fire, ignite.
flash, or you know,
Absolutely.
bubble flash. You know, the different attacks. I'm just kind of like,
I don't remember what the attack is called in the Japanese version, but Ray has one attack later on that is just ridiculous. And I know what it is in English, and I don't remember what it's called in Japanese. It's Mars Celestial Fire Surround.
Which one is that?
I think it's in... I want to say it's in season 2.
Is it the one with the symbols?
Weird
yeah,
symbols
yeah.
around?
That's the Burning Mandala.
That Burning Mandala?
yeah.
But I always forget. Celestial
that
Fire.
attack is freaking awesome.
Yeah,
We're not there yet.
that
but
attack
that's
is great.
probably my favorite Mars attack. I mean, Flame Sniper's cool.
Flame Sniper
Yeah.
is cool.
But Burning Mandala is like a dope. It's like 12 disc of fire.
And they
just
really
destroys
only
guys.
changed their attack names in the first 2 seasons, because the first 2 seasons is like the Deke dub, and then
Yes.
was it Cloverway that got the other dub?
I think so.
I
don't
forget,
remember.
but the other dub was season 3 and 4, and that's what they had on
Yeah.
Toonami and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's a different like dubbing company.
Right.
So
right.
when they got a hold of it, they stopped taking out as much and stopped changing as much. So that's why like their attack names are the same like they are usually. They didn't change all the attack names. They didn't
Yeah.
change a bunch of the other names. Like so they
So it gets a little better.
Yeah.
that dub's a little better than what they did with the
More
first 2 seasons.
All right, Amanda.
Yeah, like I said, that's fully on
Yeah.
me.
No, that's
no,
fine.
for sure.
So we need an MVP.
Yes, Amanda. Who's the MVP?
MVP of the episode?
Yeah.
Yep.
Jeez, this is really hard.
It's hard.
This is really hard, but you have to put all the pressure on me.
All right. Well, someone
Okay,
else.
first off, you're like, going last is the worst.
Going
Like, oh, give her MVP.
Fine, we'll let you go first.
All right, Heather, go.
Huh?
Who's MVP?
Tuxedo Mask.
Oh, yeah!
Right in the carousel and the horse, of course.
Horses
I'm
and Chris?
totally in agreement with
Okay.
Heather there. So I'm
Good
just,
pick.
you made me panic. I kind of froze up a little bit. I was unprepared.
You're
Kelly, who's MVP?
I might have to say him. I'll say Tuxedo Mask.
I
Yeah.
mean, he cut down on that. Michael, who's MVP?
Ray.
Nah.
She was right. I need results.
No, that's understandable, yeah.
Logan, who's MVP?
Luna. Hey guys, it's a trap. Don't do it. Hey guys, it's a trap. Don't do it. And then Ray, the serious one, just does it. Then again.
But she's a teenage girl who's
She's
fallen head
she's
over
still
heels
14.
of Tuxedo Mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta remember this.
She is still 14.
Even though it's anime
if she
14,
acts a
so they
little
still
more
have adult
mature.
tendencies because then the story wouldn't get anywhere.
Oh
Yeah.
god. Anyways.
I'm gonna give it to Princess Dream. She's a good villain. She's
Agreed.
effective. She's got
Yeah.
stuff going on. She's got a good design.
Gives me
Princess
trust
Dream is
issues.
great. But this episode's just good overall, coming in at number 4.
It was a great
Yeah.
episode.
And then also I showed all the video because every time I hear Nightmare in Dreamland, I get that song stuck in my head.
Yeah, the Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland American commercial for the
Yeah,
Game
you
Boy.
should just play that as the closing theme.
Oh, God.
No.
I'll post it on the
Well,
Tumblr
no.
when I
Just go check it out, guys.
I'll post a video on
Just
there.
go check it out.
People can check
Mike
it
and
out.
Scar.
I just feel weird. Like it doesn't. early 2000s commercials for video games like put me in a weird headspace.
and the whole Game Boy Advance took me back so far.
It's like, wow.
If you want a Game Boy commercial that'll take me back, it is, I think it's America the Beautiful. It's an upbeat tempo, and it's being sung through just a chorus going la la la. And it's Game Boy colors coming together, and each is shaped like a state, and they come together and all connect to make America. And that is a nostalgic Game Boy commercial.
I actually, Harrison, in going through my storage unit, found my Game Boy Color.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we need to do that. We need to play that game, because let me know what you don't want, because either I'll help price it for you, or I'll buy it from you.
Yeah.
So I might buy a Game Boy Color off you because it's amazing.
Yeah, so it's purple.
Anyways.
If you're okay
But then
with
we can pay link cables together. Purple's great.
But yeah, no, and of course, our younger audience definitely does not know the struggle of trying to play a Game Boy by streetlight as driving down the street.
Yes.
I actually remember having a plug that had like a little light on it.
Was it the little twisty one?
Yes.
The little twisty one?
Yeah,
Excuse me, the worm light.
Yeah.
Sorry. My parents got me a surgery weird thing. It came. You could place it over the buttons, and it would give you a analog stick for your D-pad. It enhanced the buttons by pushing them up, but it came with a magnifying glass and a light that came over, and that was actually useful.
I did have that.
I didn't have the magnifying glass. I did not know there was the early proto Circle Pad Pro for the
absolutely.
Now see, y'all are so high tech because I didn't have any of that shit.
No, my parents knew I liked
I
Nintendo.
just had the little light thing you plugged
fun
in.
fact,
So.
I wasn't even born.
It's true.
Your first handheld was
I
probably
remember
a DS.
My first handheld was the DS, but then I did steal his Game Boy Advance, which I still have today. It's sitting. Yeah, it's sitting. Yeah, I've been playing Yellow.
Nice.
My
Beaten
first
like 3
game
times.
was actually Pokemon Red, and I actually do remember playing it on my friend's original Game Boy.
Oh, the brick.
the gray brick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My first one was Link's Awakening DX. And that game still rules.
Yes, I wholeheartedly agree.
Still rules, and the remake is real good.
Yeah.
Anyways,
You got one, Kelly, or do I need to do it?
I got one.
You got one? Okay, well.
I had one just in case.
Okay, cool. Well, you can have
guys
the
can
next
do
one.
them too.
No, he can go next. Well, we got episodes, so it's fine. You can go, and then Mike will get next episode. Kelly, what's up next?
Oh, next episode is called I Want a Boyfriend. The luxury cruise ship is a trap.
Another good one.
The English title is just Cruise Blues.
You know, I can kind of see how the English stuff works. Hold on.
Cruise Blues.
That's a tongue tier.
Cruise blues.
Yeah.
Cruise doo-doo.
All right,
gang.
well, we'll see you next time.
Yep.
All right.
Sailor Moon says, don't trust anyone with an apple.
We'll see you next time, everybody.
Bye.
Hi, everyone. This is Michael editing for the Pretty Guardian podcast. Thanks for listening, and we'd love to hear from you. Our email is prettyguardianpodcast@gmail.com. Find us on Twitter @SailorPGPcast. Our Tumblr is prettyguardianpodcast.tumblr.com. Go ahead and send us a message and keep the conversation open. I'm having a lot of fun running through this old gem of a show, personally, and I look forward to seeing it through to the end. Take care now.